Hello. Yes, I realize that it's been about 2 years now since I've made a video. But, hey, I thought maybe if I do a SpongeBob review, that would make up for it. Sorry about that. Microphone is off. Or very loud. I don't know. I'll see when I edit this video. But anyway, like I was saying, I haven't posted in 2 years, I know. So, I decided to make this to make up for it. Now, of course, I made a season 3 review about that review. I got all those reviews wrong. I have made a new top 5 list. I'm not going to be redoing the whole video, but expect that video to go private soon. As you can see, I've changed the description of it over time. So, instead of us staring at this, we look at something a little more pleasing for the eyes. Alright. So, here you go. It took me 2 years to make this. I hope you feel accomplished. Because, it took me 2 years. Actually, I started this before I posted the season 3 review. But I only got the review of Fear of a Krabby Patty done. Everything before that and Fear of a Krabby Patty review. So I literally only got one done. So I was kind of in a rush to do this. Other things that I have to announce. More Roblox videos will probably be out in the near future. And yes, I realize it's 3 years at this point. Or 2.5 or something like that. Since I've actually spoken in one of my videos. Also, expect, because I've already done all the ratings for all the Season 5 episodes and some of the Season 6 ones, and I'll get into that more later, but expect the Season 5 to be out by the start of November, like late, maybe mid-October. I would watch out for one mid-October. Season 6, I'm going to say some point in December, but hey, that might change, and there'll definitely be a video posted if there's something like this coming out. I just wanted to kind of get this out now. So, because I keep postponing it. I've been meaning to do it for like 2 weeks now, and I keep postponing it. So, I did it now. So, on that thought, picture of SpongeBob. Season's ratings are, now, there's a lot more here, and there was going to be like 9 originally I put down as thoughts, but these are the ones that came down. So, great and good will be considered good when we get to the end as the top 5 and bottom 5. So, good will be considered, great and good will be considered good. Alright and fine will be considered medium ranks, and bad will be considered bad. I was going to do terrible, but I thought maybe I should save that one for the next couple seasons. Also on that note, you got the rating up here, you got the best part, and you got the name. And no, this time I didn't just go, this is boring. I actually watched the episodes this time and wrote down my favorite part of them. And the name of the episode. So my guesses are 50% good, 35% medium, and 15% bad. Now, there's one more thing I did want to mention before we get into this, which I probably should announce at the end, but I want to do it now just so I don't forget. Considering that this is Season 4, I consider Season 4 an original season. Some people consider Season 1, 2, and 3, but I consider 1, 2, 3, and 4. Because 4, you might have heard of reviewers say this, but is exactly like Season 3 or the seasons before, because most of them are kind of loosely based off of old episodes or were made for Season 3 but never got put in. So, you got this. Also, I can't confirm this fact, but I'm pretty sure Gary Takes a Bath premieres some point during the season. Now, it's a Season 3 or 2, I forget. I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, it's an older episode put into this season, or Season 3. I don't know. I honestly don't know. So, on that note, like I was saying, the original 4 seasons in my book will be getting their own episodes, the bottom 10 worst and the top 10 best. Also, going off of that, you might be asking what is after the original. Well, I consider them mid-SpongeBob. Like, I don't really have a name for it right now. I think I'm going to call it, like, middle SpongeBob, because it will be 5, 6, 7, and 8, which we all know aren't the best seasons. And then new SpongeBob will be considered, well, not new, it will probably be like, it'll be named something, but that'll be 9 through 12, and then I know season 13 to start, had like 2 episodes of it premiere at this point, and none of the rest of them are, so hopefully they premiere soon. But Season 5 and Season 6 will be coming out in 2022. Season 7 and 8, I'm hoping that I can get out by spring next year. So then I'll have, now here's the thing about 9, I'll probably split it up like many reviewers have, and then eventually make one whole episode out of them. But I probably will go on a break of between 9 and 10 of making Roblox figures or other stuff. Also, yes, I do have a Roblox group, and yes, it will be posted below in a link. So definitely join it, and you don't have to stay in it. Just tell me how you feel about SpongeBob plushie videos. Like, maybe I reenact some of the episodes and with SpongeBob plushies, because that's what I was originally going to do with this, but then I got this idea off of it. But it's been like 15 minutes at this point of me just blabbering on about stuff that doesn't really affect us right now. So with that, alright, fear of a Krabby Patty. SpongeBob's vision of Krabby Patties. Also, yes, I am aware that one of the things I liked about it was wrong, but I forgot to change it, and I just realized that I forgot to change it. So I'll point it out. So, fear of a Krabby Patty. Honestly, everyone knows that this was made for Season 3, but never premiered. So, of course, it will be a good episode. I don't have a problem with it. I'll watch it. It's not one of those episodes that I will jump up and enjoy every time it premieres, but at least it's not a bad thing. So bad. So, that one's good. Shoulder Man. Now, I do find this episode kind of boring at some point, but I honestly think that the idea of this episode is pretty good. And I think this would have belonged more in season 5 than it did this season. Because I can't find an episode that's like this from the first 3 seasons. Not saying that they're all copies, I'm just saying it seems like something that would have fit better in season 5 and not season 4. If you know what I mean. But if it was a season 5 episode, it would have probably gone in the top 5 or top 5. So of course this is just an alright episode. I think if it was in season 5, it would have got a better review. I don't really base them off of the surrounding episodes. I just base them off of really off of what I think about them and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's alright. I think it would have been... why can't I remember? I think the reason why it scored an alright and not fine is probably because I can watch it. I can sit through it. It's very unique and new. Even season 3 this would have worked better, but I don't know how this landed in season 4. Like Fear of a Krabby Patty, I think that should have been season 3, not season 4. See, season 4 is just awkward. It's like, you get some good ones, you get some bad ones, and then you get some... I'll watch it again, but I'm not going to shout over it. The Lost Mattress. And like I said with the last one, I'll sit through it, but I'm not going to jump up and enjoy. I do find it kind of weird how they pushed Mr. Krabs out to the street. But I think it would have been a good episode. It's just how it started of Mr. Krabs being cheap. Now, I know this comes up a lot in season 8. Even season 7 and 6 and 9 that he's really cheap. Even in some of the newer episodes, it comes up to bite him back. But the problem I have with this episode... See, I can sit through it, but it's nothing to rave over. So I don't really know how to else put it. So I put it as fine. 1 rank lower than Shoulder Man. Crabs vs. Plankton. This is unique. So in that case, I gave it awesome. I think it is a good episode. It's interesting to see what would happen if Plankton tried to do something like this. And yeah, that's all I have to say about it. It's a good episode. First special this season. Have you seen this? Now, here's the thing about it. I don't really think something like this belongs in SpongeBob. And I know the first thing that you associate with this episode is, ooh, the deleted scene. But that's usually not what I associate episodes with. Like, I really don't care when I watch Procrastination that there's 2 deleted scenes. I don't care. I will just sit through the episode and watch it because it's a good episode. So I really don't care about that aspect of it. But I really think they tried this again. Now, I don't know if you realize that this episode is copied a lot into a season 6 episode, which I'll bring this back up when we get to it, but it's literally the last episode of season 6, I believe. But it reminds me a lot of the Clash of Titans, which is definitely copied off of this. Also, you might ask what these blue things are, and no, you didn't break your whatever you're watching this on. This is... I put them there by accident. They're supposed to be SpongeBob's tears, but they just look stupid. So it's an alright for that. This is what I got wrong. The hats. Now, when I was doing this one, I thought I called SpongeBob, and I thought I put the wrong episode down. I thought that I put Club SpongeBob in the wrong season, named as something else, so I put the description, but I left the name just in case I didn't get it mixed up. But I do like the hat design of Good Neighbors. But, sadly, this episode does not fall good. And it is the first Squidward torture episode, except Club SpongeBob, where he's not... Even Club SpongeBob, he's good. He doesn't deserve what's coming for him. It's called SpongeBob, is one thing I say. But this makes me think of Season 5, Season 6, Season 7, and Season 8, and all the newer seasons. In Season 1 through 3, no one had a problem with Squidward being tortured. Just because he was actually having the reason that the audience should feel like he should be tortured. But in this episode, we're not given a reason. And apparently his house just walks away. So it's bad. It's not good. There's no redeeming qualities of it. SpongeBob and Patrick are just idiots. I don't know why they're in Squidward's bedroom. I honestly don't want to know why. So let's go Crane. This is one of the episodes that people believe, it wasn't confirmed, but people believe were part of Season 3, or were put in Season 3. Like, people wanted it to be part of Season 3, but it never got to be. So, yeah. That's basically it. So it's great. It's really realistic. About skull cranes. Yes, I realize I put it in the wrong box. But so yeah. See, I just put this as an alright because it's nothing special. It's definitely new and was probably made for Season 3, but I really don't admire the episode. Yeah. So, there's that. Fun Pants. Now, here's the number one that I got wrong. I mixed this up with April Fools. I mean, Fools in April, sorry. Now, I rated this one as good. And it is certainly good, it's just... Compared to Fools in April is pretty good. Just... Enemy-in-Law... I love how the robot just picks her up and she thinks that's normal. I don't know. I think it's just weird that she just thinks that's normal. Ooh, Capri Sun. Bye-bye, straw wrapper. Anyway, so sorry that I kind of got a little sidetracked on a Capri Sun. While I try and put the straw in. Alright, so it's good. Honestly, I don't have a problem with it. I think it's unique. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. The motion picture. I love how Sandy is the boom director. Which is supposed to be the stunt person, but whatever. Hey, look, I really like this episode. I would keep on watching it if I had to watch a season 4 episode. Yeah, if I would had to pick a season 4 episode to watch that wasn't my favorite, but it was good to me, I would pick this or Once Bitten. Now, I will get into Once Bitten and why I like that so much later. But this is a great episode. Dunces and Dragons. I love how Squidward is a jester. But it's kind of interesting how they did this medieval theme. I think it's unique at that. And definitely something that they should probably experiment with again. I would love to see them try to experiment with this again. And make it, yeah, just experiment and experiment with it. So it's good. I'd love to see them try and make another version of it. Patrick Smart Pants, good. It's interesting seeing Patrick be smart and Capri Sun break. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say. I probably should put medium, because I'm not such a lover on that. SpongeBob Tentacle Pant. I should have marked this as bad. It's kind of gross. See, I didn't mark it as bad because I already had my mind set up before I start making this list of what I want it to be on the bottom 5 and the top 5. Because I already know what should go where and where should go what. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's alright. Krusty Towers. The Clock. Yeah, this is a pretty good episode. I don't really have much else to say about it. So yeah, it's a pretty good episode. Mrs. Puff, you're fired. It's okay. I zoom right past it because I have nothing to say about it. It's See, if you look at this point, we have one. I don't know if you've noticed, but all the way from Funny Pants to Patrick Smart Pants, we have a good episode, which is a good thing because it's a streak. Chimps Ahoy. I forwarded a little too much, so it was kind of my fault. Chimps Ahoy. I like it because of the banana mission. Banana. It's so weird how Sandy makes something that cracked nuts and it peels bananas and it's relevant. How do you make that mistake? First of all, I can't think. Ghost Host. Him trying to be scary. Now, I'm going to be honest, I don't really like this. I should have put it as fine, but I want to get this out, so yeah, so instead it's that, but besides that, I don't really got a problem with it. It's kind of boring, to be honest. Whale's birthday. Good episode. Good. The Clarinet Island after SpongeBob. See, I've never been such a big fan of Karate Island. I've always kind of found it boring. So let's just move on. I rated it good, but I really should have put it. All that glitters. Alright, I have some problems with this, and I was kind of trying to go fast on the other ones, because this is going to be long about me talking about this episode. So where do I even start? How about, now I know this isn't this episode's fault, but it reminds me too much of Spatula 2.0. It's exactly alike, if you think about it. The next problem I have with it is most of the episode, SpongeBob runs around naked, which is kind of gross. Nobody needed to see that. And in other episodes, like Shell of a Problem or whatever, Gary breaks his shell, it's in season 7. Shell of a Reply Golden. It's in season 7, so I'll find out when I'm doing the reviews for that, probably like in a week. Reviewing those episodes in like a week. I mean, 5 and 6. So you guys will find out if you haven't already just looked it up. Yeah, you'll find out from my videos and like sometime during next year. The next thing I have a problem with is that for 5 minutes of the episode, which may I remind you, a usual SpongeBob episode is 10 minutes long. For 5 of those minutes, he's crying. Doesn't that remind you of a season 5 episode? If you said Rise and Shine, you are correct. And after Rise and Shine, I have to admit, SpongeBob goes downhill. It's right after that episode, which is sad because it's like, there's one episode before it. And after that, SpongeBob just goes, even before those episodes, right? I'll get into that season when we get there. So it's it's pretty bad. Not as bad as Good Neighbors. wishing you well. I'm not a big fan of this episode. It's alright. I can't say much about it. The New Leaf, by far, it's an alright. Now, you might not be saying, why isn't it good? I think, based off of all your other reviews, that you would have put it as good. Now, here's the reason I didn't put it as good. Well, quite frankly, it is stupid how Plankton was plotting this whole thing. Like, it would have been nice just to leave it at that. But no, they had to make the stupid excuse that, oh, he wasn't done. So it's false. Once bitten. Oh, yeah, that's 100% not based off a Christmas song. That will get copyrighted. Yeah, so that's a Christmas song lyric, or based off of one, and I like it. It's one of my favorite episodes, and I believe it's on the top 5, might even be in the top 3. We will find out soon. Well, you will, because I made this like a month ago. Squidtastic Voyage. Good. I have some problems with this episode. I will not go into them. But I think it will be probably obvious why some people have problems of this episode. I will not get into it though. Of why some people don't like this episode. So I'm just gonna go past it. Bomber Vacation. Bummer vacation, more like a bummer. That it's not bad, I really don't know why I'm singing, or why I said it's a bummer, because it's not bad, because it's a good. The toilet paper wig is pretty swell, but it's just kind of alright. I really should stop singing now. Yeah, I'm gonna stop singing. I don't like this episode. I gotta just say it's alright. Honestly, there's one redeeming quality at the end. Not even at the end. That it didn't get bad. And I forget what that one redeeming quality was. But that's why I put down on the paper that I used to review. So I would put it down as bad. Because I don't think there's a Hocus Pocus. It's good. I could see what they're doing. And I'm surprised I didn't give this an alright. Driven to Tears. It says alright. And there's one reason why it's not bad. And I know you're surprised it's not bad because Patrick is acting like a jerk. Now, Patrick has a reason in this episode. I forget what that reason is, but that's what I wrote down. So, I might have just fell asleep and wrote it down, or just was sleeping and just forgot what that episode was like and just wrote that down. but it should definitely be bad, and I don't know why it's alright. Rule of Thumb, another bad episode where Patrick is being an inconsiderate jerk. And yes, I will be doing a 10 list with Patrick being stupid and harming other people, or him just being a jerk and having stupid responses to everything. So yes, that will be coming. Also, probably Squidward torturement episodes. And other categories like SpongeBob being annoying and 10 worst Krabby Patty episodes. Born to be Wild, it being the mild one, it's good. Best Frenemies, Kelp Shakes, good. Blech. See, this is an episode I don't remember. I can't remember, and I have no clue what this episode is. Now, most likely, this and whatever episode is paired up with it, because I have no idea, was probably right before I went to bed, or I was just really tired when I watched this. Because I really don't know what I'm talking about when I'm tired. So luckily I'm not tired right now. But I was when I made the Season 3 slides and when I recorded the Season 3. So it's good. It's paired up with this episode. This episode's fine. The best day. Now, like many of you know, this was supposed to be an ending to SpongeBob. But no, it's not. Last time I checked the shows is still on Nick. And The Gift of Gum. What is that noise? Oh, that's just convenient. Oh, yeah, that's convenient. Anyway, so like I was saying, this is the last episode of Season 4. That noise will probably be going on for, like, the rest of the video. I can't do much about it, except if I want to be that person who just screams at people for making too much noise, which I am not gonna be that person. So it's a good episode. Alright, my top 5. I probably should have did my bottom 5 first, but this season actually has notes, so I figured I would put notes at the end. Alright, for number 5, I chose Skill Crane. I think you can understand why. For number 4, What's Bidden. Number 3, Best Hermes. Number 2, The Best Day Ever. And number 1, Fear of a Krabby Patty. My bottom 5. Number 5, The Lost Mattress. Number 4, wig struck. Yes, I realize that it's glitchy and it's not here now, it's here, but it's fine. It's here now. Number 3, the thing. Alright. So there's only 2 bad episodes this season. A lot of mediums and a lot of goods. So of course you know what All That Glitters or Good Neighbors will be in one of these. The next as number 2. Now, I picked number 2 because this is flat out annoying. There's no reason why it should exist. I don't know why Nickelodeon has this. It copies other episodes. Other episodes copy it, and neither one of the copies are good that are of this episode. Nor is this episode good. So number 2 is All That Glitters. What I meant by annoying, I meant crying, and him being naked the entire episode. And how about the fact that it makes me think too much of other episodes. Number 1, of course, is Good Neighbors. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Alright, notes. And then some stuff I have. But quick break, and let me turn this off. Let me quickly pause this. Alright, let's do some notes real quick. They get pretty bad after this. The bad episode, that is false. I don't know why that's there. Ignore that. Yeah, this one does make sense. And Patrick is pretty bad after this season. There were a couple appearances of him being not himself, but it really takes a toll after this season. I'm gonna say Rise and Shine's not really his fault for being annoying. It's because, boy, they had plot execution, and he really doesn't do much wrong. It's more SpongeBob's fault for waiting. And the next thing is that's it. There's nothing after this. So this video will most likely be posted right after I'm done with it. And yeah. Goodbye.